Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Gifari Fatan. This is my second training for the debate competition. But before that, I want to clarify first that I wasn't looking at my notes the whole time. I was just looking at my camera. I'm looking to it right now. I'm not looking to anywhere beside it. But yeah, maybe in you I'll be shown up looking at the upper side of the camera. But that's okay. I'll just use another camera. So today's motion is the House agrees that business owners should not use AI to replace jobs such as manual workers, process workers, or repetitive jobs, to be specific. Okay. Before we get to that, let's go to the definition of employment first. I have three definitions of employment. First, employment is an act or instance of employing someone or something. The second definition is employment is the state of being employed, and the third definition is employment is an occupation by which a person earns a living. So basically, employment is where someone does a job or does a service to something, to someone, to an organization, to a group, or to a company, whatever you call it, and in return they got money to make a living. That's simple. And let's get to the definition of AI. AI is an acronym for an artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is an intelligence demonstrated by machines. Unlike the natural intelligence, the natural intelligence are displayed by humans and animals. But human intelligence, natural intelligence, does have consciousness and emotionality. But the AI doesn't have both consciousness and emotionality. Basically, it is a robot. But right now is the Industrial Revolution 4.0. By what I mean Industrial Revolution 4.0 is like RFID tech, cognitive computing, cloud-based computing, mobile technology, machine-to-machine industries, 3D printing, advanced robotics, fintech, analytics, and so on and so on. A lot of industries are opening right now because of Industrial Revolution 4.0. These industries are possible because one thing, it's called the internet. We could compare steam engine and internet side by side, Industrial Revolution 1.0 and Industrial Revolution 4.0. The internet causes a lot of things to happen. As I said, RFID tech, cognitive computing, cloud-based computing, Internet of Things, machine to machine, and so on and so on. The steam engine too causes a lot of industries to be open, right? It changes a lot of how labor should work. But because of Industrial Revolution 4.0, a lot of employment or job opportunities are open right now. By what I mean job opportunities, it's not like the old times when people are looking for work at the newspaper and they're maybe finding a company they're searching or they're hiring a office workers for typing and so on. No, it is the old times, but now it is, I could say, creative. It's more creative. For example, YouTube. Who could imagine that someone could make millions of dollars from just by creating just filming a video, editing them and uploading them to YouTube and make a lot of money? Who could imagine that with just only a website you could do drop shipping, you could make a lot of dollars, a lot of rupiah from that, Indonesian rupiah from there. For example, to Tokopedia, Shopee, Zalora, and many other e-commerce right now available. For example, two industries are open are Gojek, Grab, Uber. That's because of Industrial Revolution, because of internet, right? But right now, monotonous jobs, repetitive jobs will be replaced by artificial intelligence. By what I mean monotonous job is, for example, process workers, packing and assembly line, office workers for clerical or typing, piece workers for sewing, cutting woods and so on, manual workers for carpentry and bricklaying. Those will be replaced by these robots, this AI. Humans are nowadays we are demanded to do more, to do something more creative like that in the Industrial Revolution 4.0. Right now, and not right now, in every time, every day, reality is not evolving to us. We are evolving around reality. By what I mean we are evolving around reality is that we must adapt to the evolutions or revolutions of technology. Whether we adapt or we are doomed because of how fast the technology is expanding right now, evolving right now. The evolution and revolution of technology will always happen, day by day, time by time, weeks by weeks, years by years. Just imagine the new iPhone 12 Pro and the iPhone 6s. Those are just maybe 5 years. Look at the differences. It's a huge difference. And and let's compare more. Look at virtual reality, self-driving cars, cashierless shop, and so on. Those weren't available at those times, but right now it's available to us. Industrial Revolution 4.0, as I say. And you know what must catch up? Us, the human resources must adapt to the Industrial Revolution 4.0. We must learn from it. We must adapt to it. As I said, whether we adapt or we die. And there's nothing, zero things we could do about it. You cannot say, Mr. Elon Musk, please stop doing the SpaceX and Tesla projects. No, you cannot say that. Even though Elon Musk stops, there will be a lot of players, a lot of startups right now developing technologies, from AIs to maybe cloud computing, self-driving cars, more advanced analytics, more advanced apps, and so on. The conclusion is, this is a time of Industrial Revolution 4.0, and there's nothing we could do about it. It's whether we catch up or we are doomed. Catch up or we're doomed, right? In about maybe a decade, or give it 20 years, there will be no such thing as repetitive jobs or monotonous jobs. As I said earlier, there will not be job opportunities like for sewing, for typing in office, for an assembly line. Those will be done by robots. AIs will replace them. We are demanded to do something, to do a job that is something more creative, more required technical thinking, more critical thinking. Be prepared, and adapt. That's it. That's all from me. Sorry if there's any mistakes. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.